Downstairs and time for breakfast. Give yourself time to eat a good breakfast. Breakfast is more fun this way, isn't it?
That's right, it's breakfast time, and we're going riding for one of New Jersey's most highly contested foods. It's early on a Sunday morning. My fiance and I both woke up really hungry, and we both looked at each other and said, "Hey, you know what I feel like? I feel like getting bagels." So that's a perfect excuse to go jump on the bikes and go for a ride. New Jersey is known for a particular type of breakfast meat called Taylor ham or pork roll, depending on where you live in the state. A lot of times people put it on a bagel or put it on a roll with egg and cheese and eat it in the mornings. It's a go-to staple for people here in New Jersey. There's a pretty big controversy throughout the state on whether you call it pork roll or whether you call it Taylor ham, based on where you live. Taylor ham was invented in the 1800s by a guy named John Taylor, and he used his name Taylor to market the ham across New Jersey. At some point the FDA changed some food regulations, I believe, and he had to stick to the more generic name of pork roll or Trenton pork roll, which some people call it here in New Jersey. And that's where the controversy started. For those of you that don't know, Taylor ham or pork roll is a type of breakfast meat. It's almost a cross between a bacon, a Canadian bacon, and a Spam, but I think it tastes much better than all three. It's salty, it's sweet, it's a little sour, and it's perfect to put on breakfast foods. I don't have a preference on the names, and I'll use them interchangeably, but I'm curious if anybody else is a diehard and will die on that hill. When we were living in San Diego in Southern California for the last 8 years or so, it was difficult to find good bagels and nearly impossible to find Taylor ham or pork roll. There were some places that were starting to import it, but they didn't know how to prepare it the right way and would almost cut it like a deli meat. Taylor ham should be sliced rather thick and then fried on a grill so it's crispy on both sides and then put on the sandwich. That's one of the things that we like being back here for the time that we're back here, is getting some of the good foods that we miss, like bagels, pizza, and going to all the diners. Today we're going to try a new bagel spot called Oh Bagel. I think they have a couple locations around the state. Here's what I'm going with, accurately named. And a bagel with scallion cream cheese for my fiance. It's funny, we heard a group of younger girls talking next to us saying, "I think this place is Irish." I'm not sure that's quite the case, but pretty funny. The sandwich was pretty good. I wish the bagel was a little less dense and a little bit more fluffy and airy, but they did put a lot of Taylor ham and a lot of egg on it, which was nice. I don't think I'd go back though. I think there are other bagel spots that are better in town. I've already had a couple cups of coffee made from beans that we got from our recent trip in Montreal, which was really good, so I'm a bit coffeeed out this morning. So now we're going to hit up Khyber Cafe for some chai. Drop this poop. Oh, you ran over the poop. Chai normally isn't my thing, but it's good to change it up every once in a while. But I'd much prefer a pour over or a flat white. For being more of a coffee person and less of a tea person, I was really impressed with the chai. I would definitely go back to this place. And now we're going to end things passing the Zimmerli Art Museum, where there's an Andy Warhol exhibit going on. I'm not the biggest Warhol fan, but it's always fun to see a new exhibit come into town. Thanks for tuning in again, and don't forget to like and subscribe.